This really annoys me. Mike Garafolo of the NFL Network went on TV yesterday and said that a deal with Brock Purdy and the 49ers isn't going to get done until the 49ers and Purdy agree to a number that's close to Dak Prescott's, because that's what Brock Purdy and his agent think is fair. Dak Prescott gets paid $60 million a year to be a really overrated quarterback on a team that's going nowhere, and that's what Brock Purdy aspires to, apparently. Look, I don't want to get too upset. I am annoyed. I don't like this report, but I want to give Brock Purdy some credit first. I mean, maybe this means that he really does see himself. I mean, it clearly means that he sees himself as a franchise quarterback and not a bridge guy, which is good. But the problem, Brock, is that you didn't prove that last year. You had a contract year. That's when you make your push to get your money. That's when Dak Prescott was second in the MVP voting somehow and got paid $60 million a year. You fell on your face every time it mattered. So if you want to get paid, there's a report. The report said that all the top quarterbacks get paid an average of 21 to 25% of the team's salary cap, and that Brock and his agent think they're willing to settle on the lower side, like 21 to 22%, just so the Niners can have some wiggle room to make a team. Are you freaking kidding me? The way you played in the second half of every game that mattered. No. If you want that kind of money, I love it. I love the confidence. Come back on your rookie deal, play it out, beat out Mac Jones, go to the playoffs, be an MVP candidate again, go to the Super Bowl, all that good stuff, because you didn't earn it. So this is almost good news. If this is what he wants, maybe this means that the Niners are going to get Brock Purdy for super cheap this year and they'll extend him next year. But if Brock Purdy threatens to hold out for this, whatever, it's $58 million a year, whatever he wants, the Niners should trade him. They should not mess around with this guy, because if he really is threatening to hold up the whole season so he can get money he hasn't earned, then I have to conclude, what other conclusion can I come to? That he just doesn't care about winning, that he cares more about his respect and his money, which he hasn't gotten yet, than actually winning a Super Bowl, which he didn't do. Let's just remember that he's gone no farther with this team than Jimmy freaking Garoppolo, who's not a starting quarterback, not a starter. This guy's resume is slightly better than the backup quarterback of the Rams. And he wants Dak Prescott money or close to it, according to a reporter who may or may not have talked to the agent. I mean, it sounded like we were listening straight from the agent's perspective. So, yeah, man, if he threatens to hold out, if this is what he wants, if this is what he thinks is fair. I was thinking fair is like $40 million a year, a little bit more than Darnold. Dude, you had one good year, but fair is Dak Prescott money? He wants, Brock Purdy and his agent wants the Niners to be the Cowboys. He wants the Niners to be the Jaguars. He wants the Niners to be the Dolphins. He wants the Niners to be the Browns. Like, why? That's the precedent? Oh, because the Browns paid Deshaun Watson, because the Jaguars paid Trevor Lawrence, because the Dolphins paid Tua. The Niners should be as ridiculous of a franchise. No good franchise wants to pay Brock Purdy that kind of money. So if they were to try to trade him, who would even be interested? No team rebuilding. What part of rebuilding is giving a 6-foot quarterback who's had elbow surgery and has no long game $60 million a year or close to it? No. It would have to be a team that's on the verge of winning a Super Bowl that really thinks Brock Purdy making 22% of their salary cap is the missing piece. Does that team exist? Does Bigfoot exist? I don't know. I can't say for certain. There would be two teams that might be in that category. Minnesota and Pittsburgh. The Niners could call Minnesota and say, hey, look, you got J.J. McCarthy. He kind of in that Trey Lance situation. You know, you can't really turn over your team to a guy who hasn't played. Why don't you take Brock? He's so great, man. But they'd laugh the Niners off the phone because they own Brock Purdy. And they wouldn't see Brock Purdy making 20% of their cap as an upgrade over J.J. McCarthy making 1% or 2%. I'm just guessing. So then the Niners would, call Pittsburgh and say, hey, how about Brock Purdy? He beat you that one time. And Pittsburgh would say, man, we don't have a quarterback. Maybe we would like Brock. But the thing about Brock is he can't throw a football in the rain or the snow. And we're in Pittsburgh, and there is precipitation out here often. So no. What Brock can do is Brock can play out his rookie deal and like it. And if he holds out, then he can be Mac Jones' backup next year and make $5 million. Brock needs a new agent, man. That's all I got to say. This agent is messing up because Brock's not going to get $58 million a year. And if the Niners give it to him, shame on them, because no one's going to be happy about that. Fans aren't going to be happy about it. They're not going to be happy about that. They just went through this last year with Brand. Am I talking really fast? I'm upset. I don't root for this team, but I don't like the way Brock Purdy and his agents seem to be trying to shake down the 49ers for money they haven't earned. Come on. These are the 49ers. You don't get to treat them like they're the Dolphins. You don't get to treat them like they're the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Cleveland Browns. Have some freaking pride. And I think that the Niners do. And I think they're trying to sort of condition fans like, hey, like this negotiation could get really weird and we might have to do something. We might have to pull the eject button. Pull it, man. Do not pay this dude Dak Prescott money, Trevor Lawrence money. Who does he think he is?